This is probably going to be the hardest video I've ever had to make. And that'll especially be so because I will not make a follow-up. Cancer sucks. And just to make sure, like, if you haven't been around the channel, it's not myself or a person around me that has cancer. However, it's my youngest dog. His name is Carter. And he has a very aggressive form of T-cell lymphoma. He was back in June. He lost a lot of weight. He went from a 50-pound plus blue tick coonhound, 55 pounds, maybe even pushing 60, to about 30 pounds. And we couldn't figure out why. And neither could the vets at first until we, I think it was an ultrasound eventually. I don't remember anymore. One of the many tests. And then that's when we found out he had cancer. And he's just, at that time, he was only 5. He just turned 6 not that long ago. But we found a great cancer treatment facility for pets in the Northeast up here. Amazing staff, a great doctor as well. The nurses there are wonderful. And so he got us educated, and we got Carter on a very aggressive chemo plan, the best that could be done. I think it was called CHOP L, and it just basically means it's a weekly treatment, and you go between these 5 different forms of chemo, and the CHOP L, each of those letters stand for one of the different forms, I believe. So he was doing that through December, which is when he was supposed to finish and technically go into remission. However, his lymph nodes were getting bigger, contrary to how they should be getting, of course, while being on such aggressive chemo. They should be getting smaller and, going into remittance, or not remittance. I can't even think of the words now, whatever. But they got bigger instead. So we did a biopsy, and then we sent that out to 2 different types of testing, and we found there was still active lymphoma in his lymph nodes, which means although the aggressive chemo is helping, it's not killing it or doing enough. And it's hard. Because this was just about Christmas time, and his lymph nodes just kept getting bigger. Right now they've stabilized, but they're still quite large, very palpable. They went from, me having a very hard time even trying to discern where his lymph nodes were when I would feel for them and to even be able to touch them, to you can just see some of them looking at them now. And they're very easy and palpable to find. So I was making this video just for 2 things. Well, 3 things. 1, you all wanted a bit more about me and what's going on. So I wanted to talk about this a bit just because it's a big thing in my life right now. And it's hard. 2, my wife made a GoFundMe. So we were looking for a little support. However, it's like I always tell you, I say that should be my 3rd option, really. Number 2 is I'm looking for support from you all, but more so on the support on our YouTube community side, as we always do, or in the Discord community, right? I just want you guys to enjoy the content, enjoy me. And I think the best way to do that is not by monetary gains, like I consistently say when we talk in live streams. when people become members or do donations. I'm always incredibly grateful for it, but I always say I really want everyone to enjoy being here. And I think the best way for me to get support from you all is just hitting that like button down below and leaving me some nice comments. You know, even just a nice dog emoji down below or a purple heart. You know, we like purple around here. But like I said, thirdly, my wife did make a GoFundMe. If you wish to assist in helping us, making sure we can provide him with the best care possible so he can live as long as possible, as comfortably as possible, because it's going to be hard to make the call. But we want to make sure we can do everything we can. And it has gotten a little harder around here. Some of you know we had a tree fall through our house back around Christmas time as well. And of course, we've got insurance for that. It's just a lot out of pocket at the same time while we wait for claims and adjusters and essentially bureaucratic bullshit from insurance companies, of course. So things have just gotten tighter. And we don't want that to be a deterrent to proper care. So that's why we started this. Since July, we probably spent close to $15,000. Now we're spending about $1,000 every other week. So about $2,000 a month, give or take. But it's worth it. I don't regret it. I'll never regret it. I'll do it again. The only thing I do regret is mistakenly thinking I had him on insurance. Go get your dog's pet insurance. I've worked for pet companies before in the past, and I believe that you should have pet insurance. It's not that expensive, but I made the mistake because I had put my other 2 dogs on insurance in the same month I adopted Carter from the shelter. And in my mind, those 2 events coincide with each other. So I had always thought I had all 3 on insurance, and I never had to put in a claim for Carter before because he only had some small preventative care, which never would have made the deductible. So I never bothered to put in a claim until this. And then that's when I realized that we didn't have insurance on him, but the other 2 dogs did. So that was a mistake on my part. A costly mistake, but that's okay. I will do the best I can to provide the care he needs. I'm not going to make my mistakes ruin his already short life. But that's how we got here. And like I said, I just wanted to give an update to everyone. Let you all know cancer sucks. And like I said, I'm just looking for a little support. But like I said, I want support from you all in the way we do here on the channel. And as we always say with each other, I just want you to hit that like button down below. And I just want you to leave me a comment. That's what I really want. If there's anyone who does want to go above for some of our generous members out there, I do have the GoFundMe down below. But like I said, I'm really just looking for our YouTube community support, as we always do. So we'll still be around. I know the content has been dry lately. I don't know if you've all noticed a shift in my personality, but I still have been trying my best to make sure I'm still ShabbyDoo on our Mondays when we get together and play games, or our game nights on Fridays with the boys, where we all just relax, just play games, and it's just a fun time for all of us to enjoy. But I know my daily videos have been lacking, and you know, they've been lacking for a little while, and this is why. I just get into ruts where I don't have the strength to fake my personality, to be enjoyable. So instead of putting out a bad video, I'd rather give you nothing to make sure that we keep our same consistency, at least with personality and drive here. But But make no mistake, we'll be back. I'm not going anywhere. It's just not going to be as consistent, but I'm still going to do my best because I care about this community, and I know a lot of you care about this community as well. So feel free to come by the Discord, spread some love. We have a pet channel. I'll put a bunch of pictures that I have on my phone of Carter in there. We'll keep some updates going as things progress, but I won't make a follow-up video. It'll be too hard. But again, like I'm always telling you, I appreciate all of you. I hope everything goes well. And what kind of YouTuber would we be if we didn't have the dogs in here too? We got the pit bull in the background. That one's Annie. Carter, you want to come up? Carter, come. Up. There you go. Oh, there he is. For those of you not too familiar with the dogs, this is Carter, and he has cancer. And he may not have long to be with us. But you can kind of see right here, this is his lymph node. You can see how prominent that one is. You good boy. Yes, you're such a good boy. So, I'm going to do the best we can with the great care that we have around us to make sure he has as long as possible. And he's as comfortable as possible. Because at the end of the day, as pet owners, we have to make hard decisions. We can't be selfish. We can't make them hold on too long. There's a comfort level. And they need to be comfortable too. Yeah, you good boy. There you go. This is how he likes to sit. So, I'm hoping it's not soon. I hope he can beat the odds. Based on the data that all the researchers have, based on from the T-cell lymphoma, they gave him about 6 months, 3 to 6 months. That's from diagnosis. We're already at that mark. We just hit it basically because he was diagnosed right in the end of June. Hi, Pitbull. I know. So stressful. But relax. I know the Pitbull's making him anxious now because she's whining at him. But we've already hit that mark. So he's beating the odds every day. And I think he's going to keep going because he's strong. Carter, what's this? Look at the people. He's all upset because of the pit bull. She's getting mouthy. Carter. Easy. I know. He's, of course, a bit more uncomfortable because of his discomfort. But I think I've rambled enough. I've rambled enough. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for the support you're always giving, the love you show, dropping by the streams just to say hi, leaving comments in the videos, letting me know you're there. Like I said, the best way you can all support me on this one is hitting that like button and leaving me a comment. Give me something to look forward to tomorrow and the days to come. And for those of you who do want to help towards his treatment, like I said, the GoFundMe is below. Cancer sucks.